Okay, we are recording. I'm going to kind of wait a little bit for everybody to come on. I can see myself, and y'all, I just took a shower, just got through working out, so I'm sorry I look like a hot mess. Didn't really feel like putting my makeup on for this call, but it's 8 o'clock, and we're all here. It's 8 o'clock my time. I don't know what time it is for you, but it's 8 o'clock my time. We're all here, and what we're going to talk about tonight. Actually, I'm going to wait a few minutes. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Anyway, what I'm going to talk about tonight is basically something that, we're going to put everything in black and white tonight, and the compensation plan, and really look into how to make our business turn in from a hobby to a residual income, okay? A steady income, basically, is what residual income is. Now, I'm going to kind of start this call out by giving you a heart-to-heart from one coach to another, as whatever you decide to do with your business is totally fine. Okay, those of you that are newer coaches right now, if all you want to do is be the best product of the product you can be, and maybe help some of your closest family and friends in this journey, and maybe make a little bit of income along the way, and just kind of treat this as a hobby and dabble in the business, that's totally fine, okay? What I'm basically going to talk about tonight, though, is shifting that mindset from the hobby, just kind of being a product of the product and showing people what you're doing, and kind of just, helping those that are close to you, into making this a part-time or full-time steady income, okay? And so if you're a newer coach and you're at that point where you're kind of doing this as a hobby, or maybe not even wanting to work the business at all, just kind of benefit from the discount, this might be a call that you might want to revisit at a later time. But if you are, in your business, just kind of wanting to get that ramp up to advance in your rank and start getting the money pouring in, not just this $40 here and this $40 here, but making a steady income, then yes, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. Whoops. Give me just 1 second. This happens every time. It's highly annoying. Hold on. Yep, screen share has stopped. Okay, let's see, third time's a charm. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about how to earn residual income in your business, okay? And I put on here making adjustments for long-term freedom and success. Okay, and the reason why I say making adjustments is because some people call them sacrifices. I don't call them sacrifices. I call them adjustments, some changes to your routine and really your lifestyle, okay, to give you that freedom to maybe eventually make this an income where you are your own boss, and, you don't have to work, go to a 9-to-5 job, or you can stay home with your kids. Or, you can make a significant income with this business to replace your income at this time, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and express, and there's one other thing that I wanted to mention before we start this call, is that, a lot of people get into this business for a lot of different reasons. Sometimes it's a physical transformation. They've had success with the products, which is where I was. Sometimes it's emotional. These products have helped them emotionally, and they've had some sort of emotional transformation. That was me too. And sometimes it's financial, and some people get into it to make the income. And if you fall into that financial category, that you that a coach asked you to be a part of this business to purely make a buck or two, okay? I want you to know that, yes, you can make an income off this business, but you have to put the work in, okay? You're in a fitness business. You're in a nutrition business. You have to be a product of the product every day. You have to do the critical core activities every day, okay? Or your business will not grow. And this And, I say it so many times, guys, but it's so true. This is not a get rich quick business. Okay. And, it takes work, and it takes really being consistent and going through some successes and failures, and it's constant roller coaster, and you have to put the work in to really stay consistent and succeed in this business. So when we're talking about adjustments that we have to make, and what we sometimes can make is investment. Okay, we have to have investment both in time and money, and those are the big things. We have to be a product of the product with our products. Okay, how else are we going to, I don't like to say sell, but how else are we going to promote our products if we're not doing them ourselves? Okay, if you're not doing the fitness programs, if you're not doing, if you're not drinking your Shakeology, if you're not using the Beachbody Performance line, how are you going to sell those things? Okay, you have to be a product of the product. So yes, you have to make an investment in Shakeology and in Beachbody On Demand. Okay, you have to make an investment in your coaching fees. Okay, because it takes, yes, it's only $16 a month, but it's still money. Okay, so you have to make that investment, and you have to put in the time to run accountability groups. And sometimes this can be expense, guys. I know I do prizes for my challenge groups. So they're not very big and expensive, but y'all, I value my challengers. Okay. I feel like if they put in, now they have to earn it, and they have a point system that, they have to earn a certain number of points. They get a certain number of points for logging Shakeology. That means they're using Shakeology or workouts or, posting in the group. I want them to know that they're valued, and that's why I use that point system. Okay. And that's why I reward them. Okay. Now I follow the rules within the company, no more than $50, but guys, that can sometimes take an investment. All right. And attending trainings, Super Saturday and Super Sunday, they're really good quality ones. Now, don't get me wrong, if you want to have one at your house or whatever, or your upline coach, if y'all want to keep it low key and have them at your house, then that's all fine and good. And that usually doesn't cost anything. But if you want to go to the ones where, the master trainers are, or, visiting in the cities, then sometimes that can cost the gas to get down there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just the admission in general. I mean, last time it was $15 or $20 for me to go, or us to go, actually. So that was like $40. And then, Summit, and don't get me wrong, to really grow your business, you need to go to these things, and you need to show people that you're serious about your business. Advertisements on Facebook, as your warm market dries up, all the people that you have to go out and, meet your people you don't know. And sometimes that's through Facebook and connecting with people on Facebook and warming that cold market that way. So you have to be willing, and I'm not saying that you have to break your back or, spend a lot on this business, but it takes some investment, okay, and being resourceful. And sometimes you have to give up free or idle time. Guys, I'm talking about the TV. I'm not talking about family time. To me, that's priority. That's not something that can be sacrificed. But I'm talking about the TV time. I'm talking about, any time, like right now, this is the hour that I work. Okay. I don't get free time. I don't get TV time. That's something I gave up. I'm working out. I am on calls. I am following up with challengers. I'm following up with other people. I'm inviting, during this time. And, during guys, even idle time, driving time. Okay. Driving time, I'm listening to the National Wake Up Call, personal development in the morning, personal development. Okay. There's really just not a lot of free time. Okay. That's just me to myself. Okay. So sometimes that has to be sacrificed. Sleep. Okay. Now everybody should have at least 8 hours of sleep. I was actually listening to Scotty Hobbs last night, and he had said that he used to sleep in his car at work with a comforter. And I don't suggest that. Okay. That man used to get up at 3:30 in the morning. You won't find me getting up at 3:30 in the morning, but guys, okay. The thing is, you have to get at least 6 hours because you have to function, but if you slept 8 hours, maybe that's not enough time some nights. Some nights you have to sacrifice a couple of hours of sleep to really work on this business. And extra activities on the plate. For me, it was Zumba. I was a Zumba instructor, and I loved my Zumba people, but this long term was going to help me and it was going to help the people that I wanted to work with, and so extra activities, things that you do sometimes have to go, and prioritizing. Okay. So you have to find, if y'all have never done Shailene Johnson's 30-day push, do it. Okay. This will help a lot with that, especially those of you that are newer coaches. Family time to me is a priority. So is work. I keep my commitments, any kind of work, my Beachbody business and my full-time job. All those are priorities. Okay. And that time cannot be sacrificed. Okay. But it all takes prioritizing and really just making adjustments to kind of fit in those power pockets of when you can work your business. Okay. And you have to get your mindset right. Okay. You have to have a deep why, be consistent, and go all in. Okay. When you really decide to do this, and really have you admitted to yourself why you're doing that. Okay. Because that's one thing I get from a lot of people is they don't know. I mean, they know why, but it's, do I have the confidence to do this right now? And guys, let me tell you, okay. And I've been guilty of this too, because with my why, it's been doubting, and I'm going to talk about this more in a minute, but I started out at almost 200 pounds, guys, and I never saw myself in fitness, and I never, and as far as being confident enough that I could do it and really making myself face why I wanted to do this. Okay. For me, it was just seeing how many people I can help. My challengers actually tell me why I do this every day. Okay. So, the thing is, you have to have a deep why for why you're doing this. Okay. Why you want to make this business into a steady income, whether it's to stay at home with your kids that you can't, you can't bear to leave, or if it's to, provide some income for your family. If this is something you're really serious about, you have to have a deep why. You have to be consistent and go all in. Okay. You can't sit back and kind of be in and out, because people they're watching you all the time, and they're knowing if you're living this lifestyle consistently. So if you're going to do this, you need to go all in. Okay. All in. All right. You need to be fearless and talk to and show others what you're doing. Okay. Like you probably know, we get a lot of negativity in this business, and you'll get told no a lot, and a lot of people who doubt it, and a lot of haters. Okay. And that's just life. And some of them may be your closest friends. Some of them may be your family. Some of them you may not even know. Okay. And if you're afraid of getting criticized, if you really want to make this into a business, that's something you're going to have to accept, that you're going to be criticized by some people. The important people you won't be criticized by, but insecure people who don't feel very good about themselves, who sometimes doubt what you're doing, and you have to accept that you'll sometimes be criticized, and you have to have a tough skin to move past that. Okay. And I'm going to do a call later on this because I think it's an important issue that we need to talk about, but you have to be fearless. You have to be sold on this business. Okay. You got to believe in it. And, we're going to talk about the compensation plan tonight, but it's not just the compensation plan, guys. It's using the products. Okay. And it's the business in general. If you think this is a business that cheats people out of money and is a pyramid scheme and is, something that is, and the products are too expensive, and you're constantly apologetic about the prices, then how do you think people, who you talk to are going to think about all of these things? Okay. If you are apologetic about price, the business, then you are not bought into it yet. Okay. So if you're going to do this, you need to be bought into it. All right. And another thing, and do personal development. And, I mentioned yesterday on the, when I brought the National Wake Up Call up, that, I noticed the other day, we have a personal development library in our group. And I noticed the other day, not a lot of people had gone to it. I mean, some people had, but, not a lot of people had gone to it. And guys, it's so important to do personal development. Okay. Because you won't make it in this business if you don't. because like I said, you're going to be dealing with a lot of negativity, and if you're constantly dwelling on what this person says or what that person says, or, and you're not doing personal development to better yourself to get past that and be the bigger, better person, then you're just going to keep going down, 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 and you're going to keep hiding, and you're not going to want to, share your ideas because you feel apologetic and down about yourself, okay? And you need to be doing personal development. It's just as important as your workout. You have to be willing to introduce the best deal possible for residual income, okay? And guys, that means, doing free groups. That means, when you talk to someone who says, now if they don't have a coach, but they say that they have an insanity program, girl, why don't you come in my challenge group, and yes, you may not make a sale off them, but let me tell you, okay, that person might get on Beachbody On Demand. They might get on a home direct order of Shakeology. Okay, if you get them to open up that bag of Shakeology they haven't used in a year that's just sitting in a closet, or that DVD that's just sitting on a shelf, okay, you are creating a relationship, and you're creating an opportunity for residual income, okay? And you're showing them the community and inviting them into a community that may eventually, cause some residual income for you, okay? Yes, it takes time. Yes, it takes patience, okay? And yes, it means working for free sometimes. Not all the time, but working for free sometimes, okay? But sometimes we have to do that to make residual income. And, guys, I'm going to say this about Melanie Mitro, okay? Melanie Mitro is the top coach in the company. Melanie Mitro burned her first Insanity CD. Okay, she did not make any investment at all, but a coach invited her into her challenge group. She fell in love with the community, and now she's the top earner in the company. Okay, so that just goes to show that even if they're just taking a DVD off the shelf or opening up that bag of Shakeology, and you're not making a dime off of it, then that just shows that doesn't mean that can't lead to residual income. Okay, and focus on the critical core activities and creating duplicable, I think I misspelled that, systems rather than just Success Club and rank advancement, okay? If you don't do all the activities that you're supposed to do every day, if you don't create duplicatable systems for your coaches, okay, you're going to stay stagnant in your business. Yes, you may hit Success Club, but just because you sell something, if you're not doing the critical core activities and showing your challengers how to use those things and get them out of the box and, get that Shakeology out, then, your business is not going to grow. This will make more sense as we, discuss the compensation plan. But you need to be doing the critical core activities and creating duplicatable systems rather than just Success Club, rank advancement, okay? And as far as Elite goes, that's your whole team. So if you're not focusing on building your team, okay, then Elite won't happen, because Elite is not just you. It is, your rank advancement that your whole team has hit and all these points. I can't really go in detail because it's probably going to be a little bit, I don't want to say above everybody's head, but, there's certain requirements for that, and it's based on the whole team. And if you don't have those duplicatable systems in that team, that you're really pulling together, then Elite is not a possibility. So you have to have critical core activities and create duplicatable systems, okay? All right, so what products can create residual income? Fitness and nutrition programs, using Beachbody On Demand. Obviously, that's going to help us create residual income because everybody can get hooked on the programs and see all the programs. Shakeology and Beachbody Performance Line, and that's what Beachbody was really realizing, was that people that were on Beachbody On Demand were more likely to stay on Shakeology and Beachbody Performance, okay? Plus, it's a little bit of a cheaper option. So, of course, everybody's trying to get this deal. So that's how we create residual income and eventually help us build our team, okay? And also it gives customers a discount even if they're not a coach. Of course, they get their coaching, they get more discount, but they get 15% off their Shakeology, which will help them as well, okay? So those are products that can create residual income. So I'm going to just basically review, what the compensation plan is. Now, if you've been a coach for a while, this may be a little bit of a review, so bear with me, okay? But what, I may clear up some misconceptions there are. What an active coach is it's a coach with 50 personal volumes, or PV, okay? And that's anything that you have bought or sold, okay? Not just sold, not just bought or sold, okay? You get 25% commission off anything you sell unless they're Team Beachbody Club members, okay? Like if they're on Beachbody On Demand, then you get 15% commission for anything that they buy, except for Beachbody On Demand, you get 40%. And if you do the math, usually if they're paying the quarterly membership, I have no idea what it is for annual access. You can probably call Coach Relations and find that out. But the thing is it's usually about $15 for Beachbody On Demand, okay? You get 36% commission for every challenge pack sold. Obviously, this is the way to go, and we want to encourage our customers to do this. And the only way that we're going to do that is just to show value, okay? It may take them a couple of times in a challenge group, using just a program. It may take, I actually encourage a lot of coaches to sign up with a challenge pack, preferably the Beachbody On Demand challenge pack, okay? The club challenge pack. They, of course, then they get their $40 fee refunded. So you want to go for the best deal. And coaches, people who are signed up as coaches usually know that's the best deal. But if, someone's just signing up, they may need, if they say no right away, they may need a few more exposures. So just keep being a part of the product, drinking your Shakeology, Beachbody Performance line, and inviting them to groups to just, try the 30-day trial, or, Beachbody On Demand, or just use Beachbody On Demand, okay? Or just use a program that's maybe sitting on their shelf, okay? And just keep modeling and getting more people involved, okay? And also keep sharing your results, okay? That's a big one too. Now, an Emerald coach, okay, that's an active coach. You are an active coach with 50 PVs. And you have a coach with 50 PVs on your left, and you have a coach with 50 PVs on your right. You become eligible for what's called Team Cycle Bonus. And it's $14, which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's going to add up, and I'll kind of explain that as we go more on in this call. But as an Emerald coach, you must have a total of 300 volume points. So like if you're on Shakeology, this one's on Shakeology, this one's on Shakeology, that's 90, 90, 90. Okay, so total, you have to have 300, okay? And that is anything that you've bought or sold. And you can earn up to, and the way Beachbody prevents from being a pyramid scheme is that they cap out how much you can make a week, okay, for certain ranks. And for an Emerald coach, it's 200, you can earn up to 250 a week, okay? If you've ever heard of those pyramid schemes where, people would invite people to be on the bottom and basically you were working for people at the top, well, the way that they keep that from happening is they cap out how much you can make a week for each rank. And for Emerald, it's 250 a week. And what is the left and the right leg? The left leg right here, so here's you. Left leg, you're not going to get any help from your upline. Right leg is so that's your strong leg. Right leg is your weak leg, and you will get help from your upline. You can see it there. But, and also, guys, left leg is 200 volume points, and PVs, excuse me, I worded that wrong, and right leg is 100 PVs, okay? And like I said, if this sounds kind of foreign, don't worry about it. Come back to it and bear with me until the end, okay? But a shortcut to getting Emerald is to add a family member or spouse, that can benefit from the products, and add them on the weak leg. Like if you have like a boyfriend or spouse or whatever, put them on your weak leg, and as you add coaches, their account can become inactive, and you'll always have control over that account, because if you ever need to make it active again to stay Emerald, then you can make it active again, or to stay Diamond, or, if so that you don't drop rank. But I will caution you about doing that. If you just rely on signing up to family members, then you won't grow and I'm saying not do the critical core activities and continue to grow your team, then you basically are stuck there. You're going to be stuck at Emerald. So you want to do the critical core activity so you don't get stuck at Emerald, okay? That shortcut is just kind of to get your wheels going. It's not It's not going to get you to diamond. You know, you need to continually grow your team, okay? And guys, what is a Ruby coach? When you are a Ruby coach, you're an active coach with 75 PBs. So it goes up a little bit. And one common misconception that people have of Ruby coaches is that you have to have just an emerald on each leg. Okay, you have to have an emerald with an active coach and an emerald with an active coach on each leg. Okay, then your team cycle bonus goes up a little bit, 16%, and you can earn up to 5% of your personally sponsored coach's team cycle bonus. Okay, so that is another perk. And guys, I was told that it was less than that. I actually thought it was $750 a week, but the compensation plan in the group says $1,000 a week. Okay, so you know, I'm going off of what the compensation plan is. I'm sorry if this is an error, but the compensation plan is in our group, and you can look it up there. Okay. What a diamond coach is, or a star diamond. A diamond coach has 100 PVs. Now, if you are a 1-star diamond or above, you have to have 200 PVs, okay? If you're a diamond coach, you have 4 coaches on each leg, and 2 of them are emerald on each leg. Now, as you are a diamond and one of your coaches becomes a diamond, then you become 1-star. 2 of them become diamond, you become 2-star, and so on, okay? And diamond and above are eligible for $18 team cycle bonus, okay? And you can earn up to 10% of your personally sponsored coach's team cycle bonus. And you can earn up to $2,000 to $12,000 a week, depending on rank. And that's also in the compensation plan. It goes up as you hit diamond, star diamond, 2-star diamond, 3-star, 4 or 5. And it just keeps going on. And you can look that up in the files as well. But guys, when you hit diamond, that's really when you're going to see your volume start to increase. And that's when you're going to start to see the income pouring in, okay? And diamond is really where the residual income needs to take place, okay? And I'm going to briefly talk, I'm going to briefly talk about Success Club. That's in the next slide. But you also get, I wanted to mention, you get bonus quarterly pulls. Those start at 2-star, 5-star, 10-star, and 15-star. So, as you start to open up new business centers and, go on, then you start getting bonus quarterly pulls. So like I said, the residual income and the volume and the, really starts at diamond, but you have to keep that momentum up, and you have to keep up those critical core activities to, and create those duplicatable systems, especially when you hit diamond, and to really keep that title up and to keep that residual income flowing in. Okay. And Success Club, I wanted to mention what Success Club is, especially for those of you who are new, and the fact that Success Club, especially as you hit emerald, diamond, really needs to be a non-negotiable. Okay. And that's to create residual income. Okay. And that's the opportunity to earn the perks the company gives, okay, by helping others. You have to help at least 2 to 3 people per month. If you get them on a challenge pack, that's 2 points. If you get them on a home direct order, that's 1 point, okay? And you have to have at least 5 points to qualify. Success Club 5, Success Club 6, and so on. And like I said, it needs to be a non-negotiable for diamond or above, but it should never take importance over critical core activities. A lot of coaches, in Bonnie Ingleton said this on the National Wake Up Call, and she said it, I was like, yes, because that's what I think a lot of coaches tend to get their focus off when they're first learning the business and just focus on that Success Club title. And really the thing is that, yes, you want to aim to hit Success Club, so you're helping at least 2 to 3 people a month, but you should never replace it with your expressing value and really getting people into the business, or not expressing value and really being patient with people and working with them, okay? Because usually sometimes people just kind of perceive it, especially when they first start, about just being a salesperson. And it's not about that. It's about helping them and doing what's best for them, okay? But we always, and that's why, we want to get customers on Shakeology. We want to get them on home direct orders of Beachbody Performance. But we have to show that value, okay? We have to show that value of using the challenge packs and the the home direct orders. Okay. So don't let that replace that with, having your eyes on the dollars. Okay. I guess I should say, but it does need to be a non-negotiable for diamond and above so that your income increases and it stays steady. Okay. All right. So what do I do now? Our critical core activities, if you have been stagnant in your business and you need kind of a brush up or you are new, our push group is going to be February 13th. I will have that set up in a little while, or not in a little while, but probably a couple weeks. I'm really focused on my challengers right now, but a good time to invite people to the opportunity would be the first week of February if you want to get some new coaches on board. Another thing is to set your goals for 2017 if you haven't already yet, okay? Because you have to have some direction, you have to have some roadmap, okay, of where you're going, whether it's to be an Emerald coach by the end of 2017 or to just lose 30 pounds or to be a diamond coach or a 5-star diamond coach. You need to have your goal set and you need to read over the compensation plan. And guys, I was going to show you some tax tips, and I don't know if I'm going to have time. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to put the tax tips in the files in the group. Okay. Basically, an overview. There are 5 tips, and you need to be tracking everything that you're spending on your Beachbody business. Okay. And everything that you're earning. You can do that in an Excel spreadsheet. That's the easiest thing for me to do. Pen and paper drives me crazy, but if you can keep up with a notebook, more power to you. Also, don't be afraid to get help with your taxes. The company will send you a 1099 if you have made $600 or above for the previous year in this business. Okay, and don't be afraid to take that to your CPA. Okay, and get help and get legal advising. And as you're creating residual income, that will be important to have on hand as well. Okay. Another thing is be aware of your deductions, and that just goes back to keeping track of everything monthly that you're spending on your business and you're earning. Because guys, you need to put it in numbers so that you can see the numbers go from spending to matching to up. Okay, so make sure you're tracking everything, get legal help, and read over the tax tips. I'm going to put them in the group. Okay, and I will put this video in the group, and y'all have a great night.